So today we are going to talk about capsule wardrobe and what is a capsule wardrobe, how to create it, and how to maintain it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deni Kiro and I'm a personal stylist and image consultant based in London. My job is to advise people on the best styles to suit their body shape, complexion, and lifestyle. And I work from clients from all walks of life, both men and women. So as today we're discussing a capsule wardrobe, first of all, I would like to ask how many of you are familiar with the term capsule wardrobe and what it means, capsule wardrobe? Have you heard about it and do you know what it means? You can send me your responses in the chat. Yes? Or maybe just send me a reaction button if you have heard about it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what it means, a capsule wardrobe, this is a concept of dressing. And the idea here is to use a minimum amount of items that allow you to achieve a maximum number of looks by mix and match. So when you have a capsule wardrobe, you have between 15 and 20 items and you can mix and match them to achieve different looks. Why people do that? Why they create a capsule wardrobe? There are many benefits, but the most important one is it saves you time. So basically getting dressed is a no-brainer when you have a capsule wardrobe, because if it's created well, in ideal scenario, you should be able to pick blindly 2 items out of your wardrobe and they should work together by magic. Men especially love having a capsule wardrobe, but ladies have it as well. So a capsule wardrobe is related to seasons. Within your wardrobe, you can have a spring-summer capsule wardrobe, an autumn-winter capsule wardrobe, a holiday capsule wardrobe, or a work travel mini capsule wardrobe. So what that means, probably everyone or all of you or most of you have one big wardrobe which you use throughout the year, and the idea here is that you create a smaller selection out of your big wardrobe and you create the capsule out of that based on the season. And the number of the items for a capsule wardrobe is very, very individual and should reflect your lifestyle and how eventful is your life. So without me having a consultation with everyone individually, I wouldn't be able to recommend exactly how many pieces you need, but generally between 15 to 25 is a standard number for a capsule wardrobe. And what it means by eventful life. For example, I have clients who have a lot of meetings and they attend parties and events. So this means that their wardrobe reflects that and they have more cocktail dresses or more dressy items. I also have clients, let's say I had a lady who is a new mom. So her capsule wardrobe is totally different and it suits her own lifestyle. It's much more relaxed, it's comfortable, it's practical. So you can have a capsule wardrobe regardless the purpose you're looking for. Okay, just one more person is joining us. Yes, great. Okay, a few people say great. Great, Laura just joined us. Hi, Laura. So you joined us just at the beginning as I'm explaining what is a capsule wardrobe. I will quickly repeat it for you. It's a concept of dressing by using a minimum number of items to achieve maximum amount of looks. So the idea here is, I assume every one of you wants to find out more and potentially create your own capsule wardrobe. And the first step to create your own capsule wardrobe is to ask yourself, where and how do you spend most of your time? And be completely honest, most of us spend it at work. So is it at work? You might be staying at home mom. Is it with your kids? Is it traveling for your work? Be absolutely honest. What are the main activities day to day you do 7 days per week? And then a good capsule wardrobe should fit the brief for both work, after work, leisure, and weekends. What that means, you should be able to restyle each single item out of your capsule wardrobe so you can wear it for work and after work and weekends as well. This is not only practical because you would use more of your clothes, but it's also better for your budget because you'll be able to invest just in a few pieces, but they will be the right pieces for you. Right, and this is basically how you make your wardrobe work for you, by asking yourself that question. And going further, I have a visual example of a few capsule wardrobes today. But before I show you, I want to basically start by creating a plan. And I would ask each and every one of you to go with me through these steps so we can create the plan for your own capsule wardrobe. First of all, the first step before that one on the screen is for you to decide what is the purpose of your capsule wardrobe. I'm gonna come back here, and you need to ask yourself, do I want a spring-summer capsule wardrobe? Do I want a holiday capsule wardrobe? Do I want a mini capsule wardrobe for work, where I'm gonna be using my capsule? Once you decide which season and which purpose the capsule wardrobe is for, then it's here my step one. You need to understand your personality, body shape, coloring, lifestyle, and budget. Now, for those of you who have attended my previous classes, you're familiar with that concept, but this is basically the starting point you should have every time you pick a new outfit, a new wardrobe, or a new item. And this is really, really important pillars for you to consider. Some people say, oh, I always do that, but as a personal stylist, I see that many people don't on a daily basis. So I will quickly explain what these pillars mean. So your personality means, do you want to be classic? Do you want to be creative? Do you want to be contemporary? What is the image you want to project with your capsule wardrobe? For example, at work, you might want to be classic. Someone unmuted themselves. Can you please, everyone, just make sure that your microphones are muted? Yeah. Sylvia, can I ask you please to mute your microphone? Oh, great, thank you. Great, so I can continue now. Right, you have your style personality, said you want to be classic. Then you need to consider your body shape and coloring. So not all classic pieces suit everyone, and it's really important for us to understand what is our body shape, what works for us and what doesn't, and also what is our lifestyle. Now you might, or I have examples where my clients love tailoring and suits, but if you're a new mom, that's not really practical for you. So you need to be completely honest what's going to work with your lifestyle. Step 2 is to clear out your existing wardrobe because you might already have some of the pieces you will use for your capsule. Think about your all-time like classics, the jeans, the statement like blazers you have. I'm completely sure that every single person in this webinar has a few pieces they can reuse. You will be able to have more visual guidance further, but you always start with what you have. And then of course you need to top up your wardrobe with the missing pieces, which I will help you to identify today. And step 4 is just to mix and match your wardrobe, and you will achieve that through selecting a color palette. When you pick your pieces, and this is a very general style advice I give, but it's so far the most useful one for my clients, always ask yourself, can you style a single item in 4 different ways? Let's say if I see that top I'm wearing in a shop and I think, oh, I can wear it with my jeans only. No, don't buy it. because it's not enough for you to be able to maximize that purchase. I should be able to style that top with a skirt, with tailored trousers, for work, and then after work maybe with shorts, so I can wear it for all purposes and all scenarios in my life. Yes. So further, you can see an example of a mini summer capsule wardrobe, which is also for traveling, which I created for one of my clients. So what we did as a starting point, we chose the color palette for that capsule wardrobe. Now, because the lady has quite light complexion and is blonde, we chose a palette which is based on more like neutral pastel tones. There are no vibrant colors. We had pastel yellow and pink and more muted tones. And generally, when you pick different patterns and prints, for example, florals, try to pick them in more understated, muted tones because they're easier to restyle and less memorable than the vibrant ones. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have any vibrant ones, but the point is that if you have more understated, muted colors, that's going to make your everyday styling much easier. So, for example, here we focused on separates, because she was going on a holiday after, and we have plenty of skirts. We have a few jumpers because in England it gets quite cold in the summer, and then we have a good selection of shoes. I think we finalized her wardrobe and we actually got just 4 pairs. We picked these loafers in blush pink, the trainers in baby blue, and 2 pairs of heeled boots which are comfortable to walk during the day. So these 4 pairs of shoes fitted all her life scenarios and all her outfits, and we mixed and matched them. So when you have your own capsule wardrobe, think about it in terms of percentage. 70 to 80% of your clothes should be separates. What it means separates, these are all your tops, blouses, t-shirts, skirts, jackets. And keep the dresses between 20 and 30%. Why? Everyone loves a dress, including me, and they are so easy to style. Some dresses like that floral dress are no-brainers. But a dress is a dress, and it's much more limited in terms of styling. So when you have separates, you can achieve more combinations. Also, certain separates, for example, that light skirt with floral print, are trans-seasonal. What it means trans-seasonal? You can wear them all year round. You can style that skirt with some boots and a jumper and wear it in autumn, but you can wear it in spring and summer with the camisole or t-shirt and summer sandals. So these are the best pieces in your wardrobe and the ones which are worth investing in. You have a good selection of layering pieces. By layering pieces, I mean jackets, and a great selection of accessories. Every stylist will tell you that it's so much better to have a wardrobe which has smaller selection of clothes and bigger selection of accessories. Why is that? Because accessories add personality to your style. Everyone can style a top and a bottom. It's what you add after to make it you. So these finishing touches are really, really important to make your outfit impactful. Some of the key staples for capsule wardrobe are a well-tailored neutral jacket, smart jeans, cream blouse, smart trainers, everyday skirt, light coat, trench coat, and everyday dress. I will show you these in a second. And often I get asked about colors and if it's acceptable to mix and match different colors. Yes, it is acceptable, and you can use as many colors as you wish in your capsule wardrobe. My key advice is, if you want to create your capsule wardrobe, don't go in Pinterest and just copy paste a board from there, or don't copy outfits from magazines or Instagram, because they wouldn't truly reflect your personality and lifestyle. Start by creating your own plan and by creating color palette which works for you, because what you would see on a board on Pinterest or Instagram might not work for your skin tone or body shape or height. So never copy paste blindly ready solutions on internet because they are too generic. Also, select fabrics that will stand the test of time. This is really, really important. And I always say as a stylist, it's better to have one item, one blouse that you love, and that blouse matches your criteria, your standards, fits you amazing, instead of 3 blouses which you like but don't love. And if you shop by that principle and make sure that you're in love with every single item you buy, I can guarantee you will buy less and you will be much more picky about your clothes and you will wear a lot of what you already have. So the 3 main steps when you create a capsule wardrobe are on the screen now. The first one is to select your color palette. Now, I'm not saying that you should select a vibrant red and pink. This is just an example. You might want to opt for neutrals and pink and pick grays and beiges and whites and blacks with one pop of color. That's completely fine. Or you might want to pick colder palettes. You might want to choose navy with yellow and whites and blacks. That's fine, but the idea is that you need that color palette to unify your wardrobe. And if the color palette is selected well, that will guarantee you that everything will go in between and you will be able to mix and match your items. Let's say on the screen, I have that selection of clothes. I have some reds, some blush pinks, and some metallics. I can pick that metallic pair of shorts and style it with that blouse. It's gonna go together well. Then I can pick my printed shorts and style them both with the metallic top or the blush top, and they're gonna go well because the color palette is well considered. Yes, absolutely, Chloe. It is possible to choose several colors, but you need to make sure that your main colors, you need to have a main color palette and a complementary color palette. So the main color palette are the core key colors of your capsule wardrobe. And then the complementary color palette, these are the accent colors. And you can have also base colors or neutrals. These are all the blacks, grays, whites, and nude tones, which go with everything. Yes, here we have example of that vibrant palette of reds with complementary blush pink and some metallics. Then you need to think about your wardrobe again in terms of percentage and have statements and staple pieces. So within your wardrobe, there are 2 types of clothes. Staple clothes, which are the basics. Think about white t-shirt, black blazer, blue jeans. These are the staples. And then statement pieces, I showed a few on the screen. Let's say this is if you have a nice statement bag or a top with beautiful lace detail, or maybe a feather skirt, or a really beautiful blouse in different color like this sky blue top. So these are the statement pieces. When you create an outfit, you should have both staples and statements. The staple pieces make the look, and when you have one statement, for example, the bag, it basically adds an accent and elevates the outfit. Yes, so you have the staples. I showed you an example here of one outfit made out of staple pieces. It's very simple. You have white t-shirt, blue jeans, black blazer, but it looks incredibly chic and timeless. Why? Here is particularly because the fit is amazing. So it's one of my top tips. When you pick your staple pieces, pay close attention to the fit. It should fit perfectly, don't compromise. And these are also pieces which are worth investing in. So if you want to invest in your timeless black blazer, I will completely support that. And I will advise that because you wear that blazer for many years. The same thing with jeans. If you find the perfect pair of fitted classic blue jeans, yes, I would advise you to invest in them because they're a timeless classic piece. And white t-shirts. I do wardrobe cleanse sessions and I visit my clients' homes to help them clear out their wardrobes. And quite often I notice that people have tons and tons of statement dresses, cocktail dresses, or dresses they bought for a wedding and they wore once or twice, but they're missing some key staples. Let's say they wouldn't have a good quality white t-shirt or cream blouse. So these are common mistakes which you can think about and avoid for future. And again, the staples, they don't need to be in these colors. You need to think about your staples in relation to your own complexion and skin tone. Or maybe white t-shirt is not practical for your lifestyle. Then you might opt for grayish or neutral or beige or another color which you can mix and match with everything. So it doesn't need to be these exact pieces, but a variation of these. And then the accessories. Why I have included shoes here is because one of the main reasons we or my clients don't wear 100% of their wardrobes is because they don't have the right shoes. You might have a lot of clothes, but if you don't have the right pair of shoes, you will probably opt for the outfit you wore yesterday or the one you know it looks good on you. So my recommendation as a stylist is to make sure that you have good, comfortable, everyday pair of shoes. For example, here I included chunky trainers, which are quite trendy this season. If this is too much for you or you want something more classic, you can have a simple white pair of trainers. Or if you want something more smart, you might choose loafers. That's fine. But the idea is that they're flat, they're comfortable, and you can have 6 hours working day on them without feeling in pain. And these trainers will go with every single item on my rail here. And the same with heels. When you pick heels, make sure that you can wear them like for more than 1 hour. This is a common mistake again. I can't number the times I have visited wardrobes where a lady would have 30 pairs of heels, but wouldn't wear them on daily basis because they're not comfortable enough. So if heels don't work with your lifestyle, maybe opt for a block heel or boots or micro heel like a kitten heel. I can guarantee you that there is a pair of smart heels that are comfortable for you. You just need to try them in store and find the right brand for you. And sometimes as little as 2 key pairs of shoes are enough if they're well coordinated and if they will go with every single item in your wardrobe. For example, these heels, if I pick them, they will go with every single item on the rail, on the statement rail, and the basic. The same for the shoes. So you don't need a wardrobe with 20 pairs of shoes, even though most of us have. But if you want to have a capsule wardrobe, think about it practically and pick the 2 or 3 pairs which are right for your color palette. Great. Next, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the color palette because remember here it's the first step to create your own capsule wardrobe. And it's the key aspect which unifies your capsule wardrobe. On the screen, you can see one of my clients for who I created a capsule wardrobe, and we created the capsule wardrobe around this color palette. We had a lot of berry and dark burgundy colors. We had some blacks, some neutral whites, some blush pinks, and some prints. So here, for example, you can see 3 outfits out of her own capsule wardrobe, which we restyled. And she has the same bag on all 3 images. Because in her brief, she told me that she doesn't like to change bags or she's not an accessory person. So my job as a stylist was to pick one bag which goes with all her outfits. And we managed to do that, as you can see. But the idea is that when she has all her clothes coordinated and unified by that color palette, it's so much easier to get dressed in the morning. And then in terms of prints, when you pick prints for your capsule wardrobe, try to think about your palette. So let's say if I have more muted colors based around reds, I would pick something with the same color to make sure that it goes with my capsule. I wouldn't pick anything too vibrant or too out there, which wouldn't go with my palette, because I would want to be able to restyle it with all the clothes I already have. So this is a good example of one color palette, which was created for her, and it's something more, I would say, like spring or autumn, like mid-season palette. She also wears many of the items in the winter as well. And next thing will be, so if you have already participated some of my webinars, we do that game. I wouldn't spend too much time here, but I will ask you everyone to think about their own style and to pick 3 words out of the screen how you would like to describe yourself and your style. Pick your words, 3 words out of the screen, how you would like to describe your personal style. It might not be now, it might be in ideal scenario. What sort of image you would like to project? Would you like to be creative, confident, timeless, cool? Pick your 3 words out of the screen. Modern, cute, confident. Okay. Okay, so everyone maybe can share their words with me, or if you want, just write them down. But the idea here is when you pick your 3 words, this will be your almost like your style personality. So every time you shop, you need to think, which is this top or is this dress matching my style personality? For example, Dragon is saying modern, cute, and confident. So she might pick items which are trendy, they're in vogue. She might pick some florals to match the cute aspect of her style personality. Chloe is saying edgy and creative, sexy, chic, and confident. Great. Effortless and classic. Great. Yeah, so the idea here is these 3 words are almost like your guidance. You need to ask yourself in the mirror every day in the morning, okay, am I looking as the best version of myself today? Am I envisioning my words? Am I in my best true self? It's not so much about what other people will think. It's not about what your colleagues will think or your partner. It's about yourself. Because I know from my own practice is when people resonate visually with their words, they just act their best. They're more confident, their body posture changes, they smile more, they even become more chatty. You'd be surprised. So I strongly recommend you to think deeply about these words and build a wardrobe which truly reflects them, because that will dramatically improve every aspect of your life, I would say. Yes, let's use these words as a guidance. And also your words, let's say I'm grabbing Paula is saying sexy, chic, and confident. You can use these words to pick your color palette. Let's say if you want to be sexy, chic, and confident, you might want to pick some bolder colors which work with your complexion. You might want to pick tropical shades, or you might want to pick some reds or something a little bit more bold, which not everyone will wear it, to express that aspect and to reflect the confidence element in your words. So these words could be translated into your palette. Or for example, we have effortless and classic. You might pick some nudes, some blush pinks, some neutrals, which will give you that effortless and classic look. So there is a way to translate the words into a color palette. Going back to Amandine, she told me when she appointed me as a stylist, she told me she wants to look classic, feminine, and elegant. This was her brief. And I think we achieved it really well. The reason was she wanted to start back dating, and she wanted to have some feminine looks, which fit her body shape and accentuate her body shape, but which also she can re-wear at work and look professional and classy. And that's why we picked these soft palettes of reds and neutrals to give that feminine aspect, as well as the florals. Right, so moving forward, I'm going to show you basically how we created her capsule wardrobe with a few different examples, and I think this will give you some knowledge how you can create your own capsule wardrobe. For example, Amandine, my client, when she approached me, she said that she wants her capsule to be to fit the brief for work, so it has to be smart, and she's in a senior position in her work, so we wanted to reflect that. But she also wants to go out after work and look feminine and elegant and timeless. I forgot to mention she doesn't like shopping a lot, so she told me that whatever we pick, it needs to be quite timeless, and she wants to be able to wear it for many years. That's why we decided to invest in the right items. For example, the first look shows one of her work looks, classic beige coat with statement bag in bolder color, an accessory like a belt to add some shape at the waist. The second look is something she can wear at work if she wants to be slightly more less revealing. She can put a nice blouse, but it's very classic look. But I think what punctuates that look is the choice of shoes. We didn't pick the standard black pair of shoes, we pick nudes, and nude shoes really elongate the silhouette. I really recommend everyone to have one pair of neutral shoes. These could be sandals, but it's the best staple piece you can have in terms of shoes. Make sure that the heel is comfortable and make sure that the shade of neutral works well with your skin tone, right? So for example, Amandine has pink undertone, so we picked something really light to match her skin tone. You need to be careful about that, otherwise it might look weird if they don't match your skin tone. Then the third look is one of her weekend looks, and it's something she wants to wear during the weekend, but she can easily restyle these jeans with a smarter top and they could go into the work wardrobe. Then here, actually, this is the same outfit from the second image, this one, but we just layered the same coat and we just changed with white trainers, which is another good staple piece. So this is a brilliant example how by changing the shoes and changing the jacket, you completely transform the look. So you don't need to have 20 coats or many blazers to change your look. You can have only 3 or 4, but the right ones. And again, the color palette just work together. So we dressed down that look for her weekend shopping. Then for date evenings or dinners or drinks, we picked something more feminine. And pay attention, we're reusing the same belt from the first image, and then the last image we're reusing the blazer and the jeans with different top and different shoes. So this is a good visual example how with a few limited number of pieces you can achieve many looks if you have a capsule wardrobe, and how you can basically fit every life scenario with one wardrobe. I know that some people like to keep their work wardrobe separate from their personal wardrobe because they feel it's more organized in this way. But my strong recommendation as a stylist is to have a bigger capsule wardrobe, which can fit the purpose for work, after work, and leisure. Because you will be able to, this will be better for your budget, first of all. You will spend less. And it will take less space and it will give you limited amount of choices, but enough for your lifestyle. Great. If we don't have any questions, I'm going to move further. And again, I'm going to ask you, based on your words from here, to place yourself on the style chart and ask yourself, do you want to be classic? Do you want to be contemporary? Do you want to be creative? Or you might want to be all 3 style personalities. For example, Amandine, she wants to look different every day because this is her style personality. She is rather eclectic. So you can do that by changing elements in your look and having the right pieces in your wardrobe. And once you know your style personality, you're ready to create your capsule wardrobe. So as I said before, it's a wardrobe comprised of 15 to 20 pieces. You can see an example on the screen. And this concept of dressing allows you to achieve the maximum number of looks with minimum amount of items. By sticking to your style personality, which is classic, contemporary, and creative, and picking your color palette, you'll be able to mix and match your whole wardrobe. For example, on the screen here, we can see 20 pieces. Yes, there are only 20, but they're designed to be mixed and matched. I on purpose wanted to pick a different color palette. So here we have some neutrals, we have some reds and greens, and some more muted colors. But every single item in that wardrobe you can mix and match and wear together. For example, if you want to drop the kids to school, you might want to wear white t-shirt, jeans, and trainers. Then if you want to go out in the evening, you will change the t-shirt with a blouse and add a pair of heels. Or if you want to do business smart casual, and let's say you work in a marketing office where you can wear jeans, you can wear neutral top, blazer, and a pair of heels. When you have a capsule wardrobe, that doesn't mean that you need to have only black, white, gray, and neutral colors. No, you can have any colors I'm showing on the screen. You can also have prints, but what I did is I picked more muted and neutral prints, which are more understated and less memorable. So for example, that maxi skirt, I can wear it with my white t-shirt, I can wear it with my neutral top, and all shoes. I can wear it with sandals. I can do mix and match of prints and wear snake print with florals. I can wear it with my flat loafers, and I can wear it with trainers as well. So do you see how the shoes are carefully selected? Only 4 pairs. I'm not having 40 pairs of shoes, but they go with everything. As well as the tailored trousers. You can wear them with a blouse for work, but let's say you might want to dress them down with trainers and do mix and match, smart top and bottom with smart trainers, and you might want to throw the blazer on top. Or you would wear the trousers with the jumper, and you can create a tonal look, head to toe blush, and then you can punctuate it with a nice pair of snake shoes. The red bag is more bold choice, but it's going to go with every single item. Red and green goes together well. It will go with the blush. It will go with the denim. So this is what you should try to create. It doesn't need to be these colors for you, or it doesn't need to be these items, but this is the principle when you create a capsule wardrobe. Let's say if you want to make that wardrobe smarter, I might pick a pencil skirt here. Or I might pick champagne pleated skirt if you want to be more classic. But I just need to make sure that the colors relate and the style relates. Or on the contrary, you might have very relaxed lifestyle. You might be a staying at home mom. Then probably you wouldn't wear many tailored trousers. You might want to have a second pair of jeans. I would suggest maybe pick white or gray, something different. You might want to keep the blouse because you can mix and match it with the jeans and the sandals, and that could be a nice brunch with the friends or dinner with your partner. So you know your lifestyle the best, but the point here is that you shouldn't aim to look your very best on a Friday evening when you go out with your family or friends. You should look your best every single day, because that's going to basically allow you to be the best version of yourself, and your wardrobe should reflect that. The accessories here are also really, really important. So what I did in that capsule wardrobe is I selected more staple pieces with a few statements like the skirt, but the accessories are more like statement pieces, so they elevate your look. And as I said at the beginning, it's better to have less clothes and more accessories in a good capsule wardrobe. So how I'm going to mix and match that wardrobe? Here are a few examples. How you can dress down your tailored trousers with a t-shirt, or dress down your maxi skirt with a jumper, or maybe you want to dress up your jeans. Maybe you're bored of looking casual every day and you want to dress them up with a nice blouse with a texture and satin fabric and some snake print heels. You can do the tonal look, you can do jeans and blazer, you can again dress down the skirt, but for example, you can dress up the skirt with the blouse. When you mix and match colors, they don't need to be the same. For example, this green is very close to the palette. It's not the same, but it's from the same color family, so it goes. I quite often get asked, do I need to perfectly match two colors? No, you don't. As long as they're from the same color family, they will go together. And the principle when you style a printed skirt is to pick a color out of the print and introduce it with your top. That's the easiest way to wear prints. And again, my shoes, I can blindly rotate them in this row of outfits, and they will always go with every single outfit. Same with the accessories. That bag will go with everything. The hoop earrings are a great staple piece of earrings that will go with everything. The pearl pendant, the statement bracelet, and the watch. Now, for example, you might not want to wear blush pinks. You might want to base your palette around a different color. That's completely fine. But just in ideal scenario, you should be able to do that mix and match. And next, let's say this is my spring-summer wardrobe. And we're moving into autumn. What I will do with that wardrobe? I wouldn't change it completely and pack the whole wardrobe and shop completely new one. No, I will try to take some pieces and introduce them in the next season. For example, here I'm showing you slightly darker palette for a capsule wardrobe, which is probably more autumn. Of course, it could be spring as well if you like dark colors, or it could be winter. But what I did, I just took out the strictly seasonal pieces and I replaced them with pieces which are more appropriate for autumn. For example, it's not that I can't wear that skirt in autumn, but probably if it's raining in London, you wouldn't choose it. You choose something more practical in terms of fabric. You choose something which doesn't show marks in the rain, and that's why a darker color palette is better suited. And again, I have the trench coat, which is a great staple for the spring summer, but in winter I might pick a military coat. And that military coat is very interesting one because this particular coat, one of my clients approached me last season with that same coat and said, Deni, I bought that coat, it's brand new, I don't know how to wear it. And we created 12 looks around it. So you can basically restyle everything, and this is more of a statement, but you need to make sure you have the right staples to complete it. What we did here, we changed the blush jumper with something stronger in terms of color. We changed the jeans. I could have kept them the same, but we picked a darker palette, and we picked a nice polo neck, which is a good staple for the colder months. We kept some of the shoes, but then I replaced them with other winter staples. For spring and summer, I strongly recommend everyone to consider having a good, smart pair of trainers. But for the winter, your equivalent of the trainers would be probably a biker boots. Or if you want something smart, you can pick something with block heel. And it doesn't need to be black. For example, on that, on the screen, you're seeing a burgundy color, but it's as versatile as black. Quite often people opt for black and think that this is very elegant or it's gonna go with everything. It's true that black is classic and elegant, but it doesn't guarantee you a stylish look. And you can look much more interesting if you're experimenting with your colors. And the scarves as well, I can wear it with my jumpers, I can wear it with my blouse, but in the summer, I'm gonna go back, I can wear it with my nice blazer, I can wear the same scarf with my trench coat and with all my basic tops. So what that means, that scarf is a really good investment piece. And if you want to, I would say buy one, but buy the right one in the colors, which will go with everything. And then you can accessorize it all seasons. Yeah. So we have the autumn variation of that capsule wardrobe. And then I would like to talk a little bit more about the classic style at work, which is coming back to Amelie's wardrobe. It's something my clients often ask me, how to look classic. And you don't need to pick these exact items. You can choose like different styles which suit your body shape and work with your lifestyle. But here are a few examples of classic pieces for your work wardrobe, which you can restyle after work in your leisure time. And if you want to have, for example, a dress in your capsule wardrobe, because I haven't shown a dress here, I'll come back. There is no dress. It's not that you can't have a dress, you can, but make sure it's something like more classic and simple so you can restyle it. For example, here I can add a waist belt, I can add different shoes again, I can add this belt if I wish, I can add statement earrings, and I can completely transform that dress. It's like a black canvas. And what are the wardrobe basics? Remember at the beginning I said staples and basics. So here on the screen I have listed some of the good basics I recommend every lady to have in her wardrobe. Of course, this will change depending on your body shape and height and lifestyle, but the principles will remain the same. A good basic is a smart, well-fitted pair of jeans. Classic blue is a color which suits everyone. If you're for some reason scared of that shade or it's too light for you, you can choose slightly darker shade, but I really recommend you to try the classic blue, especially for spring, summer. It's a really good staple to have. Another one, at the beginning I mentioned the white t-shirt. This is the best staple you can have in your wardrobe because you can dress it up or down. My advice is to pick one in a really good quality cotton or smart fabric. If this t-shirt is too casual for you, you can pick the style in satin. You can choose something smarter in terms of the fabric, but have that neutral t-shirt. And then the blouse, something with sleeve. This is extremely practical for work, and again, all seasons. I can wear this blouse in the winter with a pair of leather trousers. I can wear it with skirts. I can wear it with shorts and mini skirts in the summer. In the spring, I can wear it with white trousers. It's the all year round staple piece, and I choose that style on purpose because V-neck line again is the most flattering V-neck neckline for any body shape. And the 3/4 sleeves are again flattering because when you show a little bit of skin here and they come up to here, that elongates your silhouette. White blazer or a light blazer is a good staple for spring, summer as well as a layering piece. And a trench coat. The trench coat doesn't need to be beige or cream. You can pick any neutral color. For example, in my personal capsule wardrobe, my one is blush pink and it works with my own color palette. Or let's say I have clients who would say that this color palette is too light for them, then pick navy trench coat. So just make sure it works with the rest of your wardrobe, but have it as a staple piece. And then the blazer or the t-shirts, if you feel like white again is not practical for you, if you have a little baby or if your everyday life is very dynamic, or if simply you can't keep whites for long, which I must confess is the case with many people, including me, you might want to pick off-white shades or grays or beiges or camel. Like, just make sure it's neutral and versatile. But I strongly recommend you though to have at least one white top because it looks really classy and it's worth the sacrifice of having something white. And then in terms of shoes, I keep on talking about this pair. So this is my classy pair of simple white trainers. If you already have them, you might want to have something with pearls or something more of a statement, or you might want to have a suede pair. It doesn't need to be leather, but the principle is pick something smart, avoid logos, avoid sportswear brands, don't pick anything with big logos on it. Make sure it's nice and simple and smart enough so you can wear it with a midi dress or a skirt or in a smarter setting, or even with a tailored suit. So this is about the trainers, or let's say if trainers are a no-no and you love smart styles, you might want to pick loafers. They will give you a swell comfort and they will be your flat pair of comfortable everyday shoes. And then the sandals. Strap sandals are really in this season. And I definitely recommend everyone to consider having a pair of comfortable strap sandals. The heel could be smaller. It doesn't need to be that high. It could be like a kitten heel. And again, if you don't like whites, maybe pick skin tone or pick metallics. Metallics are also great staple, which will go with everything. But whites are my top choice for this season as a stylist. And then in terms of accessories, if you don't like bold statements, pick simple pair of hoops. This could be silver or gold, and they will go with everything. And then you don't need to think every morning which accessory I should pick and spend time mixing and matching. You will know that you have one pair of earrings, which goes with everything. I will go back to that board. That one pair of earrings just will match every single look in my capsule wardrobe. So having no time in the morning is not an excuse not to accessorize. And you can have 5 statement accessories which go with everything if they're well considered and thought of. And then the last thing is the bag. Now for my capsule wardrobe, I'll come back here. I picked like more of a statement bag in a bold color because most of the items are simple. So that bag, the purpose is to elevate the outfits. I'm just gonna mute. On unmuted themselves, yes. But if you are not brave enough, or for some reason you don't like bold bags or bolder colors, just pick one simple bag which is really good quality and a color which goes with everything. So these are the wardrobe basics which I would recommend as a stylist every lady to consider having in her wardrobe. And again, you might want to adapt the colors to match your skin tone and lifestyle, but in principle, a blazer, a t-shirt, a smart blouse, jeans, smart trainers, smart sandals, a bag which goes with everything, and a trench coat or longer coat of some kind are highly recommended. And then the statement pieces. We already spoke about having your capsule wardrobe and having your staples. And statements. So the statement pieces are what elevates the look and makes it you and adds the personality. So you need to choose them, to choose the ones which resonate with your words, the ones you picked. So for example, this could be an accessory, it could be a pair of heels, it could be frames, if you wear frames, it could be a scarf. But it could be a piece of clothing as well. For example, with Amandine, we picked that dress, which is more of a statement with the floral pattern, and we also styled it with a statement belt with pearls, so it's more of a statement look for her. You don't need to have a dress, you might want to have a skirt. Or if you don't like prints, you might want to experiment with colors and have one bold color which will do the work, and then you don't need many accessories around it. Or if you don't like bold colors and prints, you might just pick a simple longer necklace which will do the job to have that one statement piece. Now spring, we're in spring and summer is the next season, so I would recommend seasonal accessories. Pick a nice statement of frames or sunglasses, and you could be dressed extremely simple. You could be in a simple t-shirt, a blazer and jeans, but if you have show-stopping shoes and statements frames or sunglasses, you will look amazing. I can absolutely guarantee you that. Or a bracelet which goes with everything. So having these standout pieces will add the personality to your wardrobe and make it stand out. Yeah, great. So if we have any questions now, you can ask me in the chat. If no, I'm gonna move to the next slide, which is how to maintain your capsule wardrobe. We already discussed how to create your wardrobe, and I would like to summarize the points we discussed. So the first aspect when you create your capsule wardrobe is to pick your palette. Choose your color palette, the one which goes with your skin tone and which you can mix and match. And this could be both both vibrant colors and neutrals. For example, on the image here, I have a color palette of hot pinks, orange, florals, and some white neutrals, for example. So this is the color palette, and pick the one which goes with your skin tone. The second thing is make sure you have the right balance between statement and staple pieces. Have the basics, but have the standout elements as well in your wardrobe. And make sure you can mix and match them is the third moment when you create your own capsule wardrobe. But once you have it, the next question is, how do you maintain it? How do you stay organized, and how do you make sure that you stick to it? The thing is, our lives are dynamic and our wardrobes reflect that. So if your life changes, if you start a new job or you move countries or anything else, or your own personal taste might change. You selected these words at the beginning, but in 3 years' time, you might want to change them, and that's normal for all of us. So then your wardrobe will progress with that. But for the time being, to maintain your current seasonal wardrobe, I would recommend to display and maintain your clothes in the right way. By which I mean, make sure that they're nicely displayed on hangers. Maybe try to also display them by outfits if you can. That's going to make dressing in the morning much easier. And revisit your wardrobe for a cleanse twice per year. What it means, cleanse? I do this as a service, but you can do it absolutely at home as well. A wardrobe cleanse is spending one afternoon and going through every single item in your wardrobe and making sure that you can create 4 or 5 outfits with every single item, making sure that it still fits you, making sure that you still like it, because sometimes preferences change, and make sure you minimize your current wardrobe down to the items you really love and wear, because there is no point to keep many clothes if you don't use them on a daily basis. And the best thing is to do this twice per year, or at least that's how often I work with my clients, and I do my own wardrobe cleanse. But keep the core staples in your wardrobe timeless. For example, the jeans I showed you, the cream blouses, the trench coat, the hoop earrings, the white t-shirt. You can wear these all seasons, and if they are good quality, for many years as well. So these core pieces, they can stay the same in your wardrobe, and in the winter, you will add your winter coats and jumpers and boots. And in the summer, you pack this away and you add your strap tops, t-shirt, florals, and sandals. But the core items, the ones which are trans-seasonal fabrics and styles, they will stay the same. Yeah, and this is a good tip how you also save time by having less clothes. And then if you want to top up your capsule wardrobe, let's say we created your capsule wardrobe this season, but next season you want to top it up with a few on-trend pieces. It's quite normal. If you're interested in fashion, you might want to look different. You need to make sure that these trends are picked in relation with your height, body shape, lifestyle, and personality. And this is really important, not to shop spontaneously, and to make sure that these pieces work with what we have at home. And my last tip, how to stay organized with your capsule wardrobe, will be to pre-plan your outfits for the week ahead. Pay attention how certain outfits make you feel. So we all know more or less how our weeks go up front. Now, because we are in the quarantine, every day is the same, but hopefully life will go soon back to normal. And you will be able to spend Sunday afternoon planning your outfits for the week. I'm not saying spend 5 hours trying outfits, by no means. Just spend 30 minutes and make sure they're all planned. I can guarantee you this will make dressing up during the week so much less stressful, and you'll feel better because you wouldn't waste time trying clothes. We all have these days when you try 5 outfits before you go out and then you're late. If you plan them on a Sunday afternoon, that will never happen. And then make sure you accessorize them. And before you leave your house, just ask yourself, okay, have I styled myself today? Do I represent my 3 words, my style, personality, or I'm just wearing some clothes because it will be offensive if I don't? And this will help you to think more about the style, because it's a good way to lift our moods, especially now. And the last thing is pay attention how certain outfits make you feel. Because we all feel more confident in certain styles. For example, some ladies might love tailoring and blazers. Others might feel feminine, might want to feel feminine in dresses and florals. So keep investing in what makes you feel good and what makes you feel more confident. Great. So my next webinar will be on 7th of May, and it will be on the key trends for spring 2020. If you want to attend it, I will be discussing what are the trends which I, as a stylist, consider timeless. Fashion trends are important to keep our style fresh and modern, but you shouldn't like buy a completely new on-trend wardrobe every season. On the contrary, my suggestion as a stylist when you shop trends is to think carefully and pick the timeless ones, the ones which will come back again and again. So my job as a stylist is to, in a way, forecast the trends and identify the timeless ones. What I mean by timeless trends? For example, animal prints or vintage florals or military. These are trends which come back again and again, and you can invest in these trends because they're timeless. Other trends come and go. So it's important to acknowledge these, and I will also be talking during that webinar how to pick the trends which are best for your body shape, complexion, and lifestyle. And for those of you who are interested to have one-to-one online personal styling or a wardrobe plan session with me, at the moment I offer online services and online consultations, and you can find them on my website. I will also be offering a free initial online consultation for everyone who is attending this webinar today. So you can book your free initial consultation in the appointment section on my website. And the last thing I would like to say to end this webinar and this masterclass is that being organized is the key to success. And it's often what we hold on that holds us back. If you want to improve your life immediately, start with organizing your wardrobe. I completely believe in these words, and I know from my practice that they're true. So I encourage everyone to start planning and organizing and thinking about your wardrobe plan. And the last example on the image, this is one of my favorite sets. I will give you an example with my own capsule wardrobe. These are two coordinates I used for many years with prints out of my own capsule wardrobe. So I will ask you if you have any questions because we're about to finish. If you do, please send them in the chat area and I'll be happy to reply to them now. Chloe, we have one question. Do you need lots of accessories to create a capsule wardrobe? Yes, I would say about 40% out of your capsule wardrobe should be accessories. I'll go back to my board and we can actually count them. So here on that capsule wardrobe, I have 20 items. And out of these 20 items, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 accessories. So more than a half. I have shoes, bags, and jewelry. So even 50%, I would say. It's wise to have if you want to have a capsule wardrobe because, as I said, some of the accessories you would wear all year round, like the earrings, the handbag, the pendant, some of the shoes, the bracelet, the scarf. It's a really good accessory as well. So yeah, definitely start investing more in accessories. And if you don't accessorize, I strongly recommend you to try it and consider doing it more. Yes? Right? Do you need lots of accessories? Yeah, great. Thank you, Deni. Great. Well, thank you everyone who attended the masterclass today. It was great to see you. I hope you enjoyed it and you got some inspiration out of it. It was my pleasure to see you all. And please make sure to book your free initial consultation or ask me any questions that you have. You can always text me in Instagram or email me. It's not going to cost you anything. I will always reply to any question and I'm more than happy to do so. So yeah, I wish you all a lovely evening and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.